Let's talk a little bit about some career advice now. We know that you started your cybersecurity career, or really your IT career that led into a cybersecurity career in the Air Force. We very likely have some women and men who are serving in our armed forces. We're grateful for your service, by the way. They may be looking to transition out, sorry, I knew it was a T word.
There you go.
Transition out of the military with the experience that they have already working in security. What advice would you have for them?
I think the biggest thing for especially transitioning military folks is really just understanding what you're providing to the military. I think a lot of folks who I've spoken to about like transitioning out and targeting maybe an IT or cybersecurity career field really sit there and they don't really recognize the value that they brought to the military, and how much those skills, that knowledge, and that management prowess that they've built over maybe a 3, 4, 5, 6 year career really brings to a business. They're light years ahead of some folks who are just coming straight from the streets or college, and so just recognizing what you bring to the table is a fantastic way. Networking as well. I don't when I talk about networking, I mean like meeting at social events and
not cables and routers.
Not cables and routers. I know it's hard to like break out of that shell. But like, as you're pursuing careers, look for professional organizations, because networking for the sake of networking is just boring and tedious. But networking to understand like what does my community need, what are businesses asking for, is a huge way to kind of improve your visibility, and a huge way to improve how you apply your experience and stuff like that to especially those resumes that are so hard to like break through some of those systems.
Yeah, that's really great advice. And I would just say to echo that, don't sell that experience short. There's some incredible experience gained in the military that is just, well, it's just what I do. But when you transition to the private sector, you realize, oh, wow, that's fantastic experience that I have. So you started your career kind of IT administration type work and evolved into cybersecurity. Is that the route that all cyber professionals need to take, or is it fair to say that someone could start just in cybersecurity?
Yeah, I'm really split on that, because I do feel like there is a lot of value gained from like operating on a help desk or serving a customer set or a business as a system administrator. You gain a lot of really great knowledge about how systems interact, how networks interact, and how customers are using and leveraging systems. But like I've met so many people in my career now who are psych majors or English majors who have this creative aspect in where they can apply different ways of managing systems, people, being able to look at from an attacker's perspective or even a defender's perspective, leveraging kind of that broad spectrum. So the range that are coming on some folks who are outside of our industry is immense and highly needed in our career field.
Yeah, I think sometimes somebody with a background like yours, which is fantastic, because that fundamental understanding of the bits and the bytes and the OSI model and how traffic traverses through a network is absolutely essential. But the creativity sometimes through that formal training isn't maybe there, and people coming from a different point of view really do add some necessary diversity into the profession.
And there was a reason why security was always kind of the department of no, is because we all operate from a standpoint of, oh, we know how these systems work, we know how they should work and how they shouldn't work, and so no, you can't have that. And so we're seeing kind of that change and shift to business, as you mentioned, is we're serving and protecting business and trying to make it more resilient. So having that diverse viewpoint is huge in our industry now.
Yeah, awesome. So last question on career advice, and then we got to get to a few questions.
Perfect.
You've done some really cool stuff, some of the threat analysis and incident handling. You work with threat hunters and engineers, all of the stereotypical, really cool stuff that they make movies about, people in cybersecurity. Are there other opportunities that are outside of the stereotypical roles that people should also be considering, because they are also vital to the success of security in an organization? Yeah,
I would say anyone who's looking, don't necessarily not look at those like marketing roles. If you have a marketing background, we need people marketing cybersecurity skill sets, education, it's training users on how to leverage systems and securely. I came in through Red Canary as a customer success manager, which is more of that service and customer support. Being able to kind of position and platform off of these roles in companies that maybe serve customers for cybersecurity is a great way. But yeah, I mean, like we need more diverse candidates. We need more people who have that creativity side and stuff like that. And so exploring some of those spaces like product marketing management, you know, security management, or security marketing as well is a huge way in.
Yeah, great. So many jobs. If you think you're interested, but you don't necessarily want to be a pen tester, so many jobs available in cybersecurity. We need you.